everyone. Yeah, just a little bit about me, just in case someone actually looks this up on YouTube and watches it. It'd be nice for them to know who I am and what I do and what I'm trying to do. So kia ora to anyone that is watching. My name's Amber Whānau, and I'm a weaver. I wouldn't call myself anywhere near expert weaver, just a person that loves weaving and that has been learning weaving for around about 5 or 6 years. And I've also been teaching weaving for about 6 years. So I'm not here as an expert, but I set up this monthly kōrero and invite other weavers and other artists to join me and talk about what they're doing, talk about what they're learning, let us know when their exhibitions are so that we can go and see them, and just share information and learnings. I found in my learning journey that, yeah, once it all came to an end, then I was just here by myself at home, the lone weaver. And there's probably about, I probably learned about 1% of weaving. So there's at least 99.99999% more things to learn. And all the different ways that all the different weavers do things is what I want to hear about. So here I am. Selfishly, I've set this meeting up so that I can get what I need. And hopefully, others get something out of it. So the last month has been amazing. It's the Māori New Year. Happy New Year. Mānawatia, Matariki. It's been lovely in our country to see so many Matariki exhibitions, lots and lots of weaving. It's very popular at the moment in our country, so that's fantastic for us as weavers. It means that there's been investment in what we do, and there's probably a bit of funding around at the moment for the arts. So yeah, a lot of people are taking advantage of that. I was really, really blessed and astounded, amazed that a level 3 class that I had taught last year, which is absolute beginner, this year, 1 year later, had put on an exhibition in a Devonport gallery, which is pretty beautiful little central Auckland suburb. You have to catch a ferry to get there from Auckland City, and that's just a beautiful little suburb full of galleries actually, and this cozy little gallery full of mihi raranga, and they had a pōwhiri and everything. It was a very proud moment for me as a kaiako, and I think it's nice to be able to, see there's another teacher in the meeting tonight too, because I do want to touch on, teaching practices and that as well, and share those types of things. One of the really neat things was to be able to take some of my new class, some of my new beginners over to participate in that, the opening of that exhibition, and to see their, them being inspired was pretty neat. And they're already thinking now about their own future, in the arts. And some of the pieces, like one of the big pieces that we all made together as a class, was actually bought by a hotel in the South Island. So that will be in a beautiful hotel in Queenstown. So from beginner weavers to working exhibiting artists within 12 months, astonishing. And they're all getting paid and they're all getting commissions from that little exhibition. So it's sort of shown me a lot about the value of exhibition, and also the reason why within our program we have, there's a requirement that our students have to do a presentation. And so they learn about what influences and motivates artists, but they also learn how to present that and communicate that information to a crowd. And I think as an artist, those are invaluable skills, to be able to understand what influences and motivates you, but also to be able to present in front of a gallery or funders or whatever the case. So that was, I could probably talk all day about what I learned from that exhibition. Also, what was really nice was the girls asked me to exhibit something as well. So I was able to put in a little kete muka that I had made, and I actually had it framed by Homestead Framers. Who are they? These guys. They're out in Railside Ave in Henderson. Absolutely wonderful. They do lots of that type of framing. So they had a really good experience with understanding and knowing how to frame that type of art. And they were just amazing to talk to and to work with. They were really helpful. It was my first time doing it, so they showed me all the ins and outs and suggested some things. And I was really happy with the outcome. Here's the piece here. I don't know if you can see that. Are you seeing that piece there? No. Okay, I have to go back. Leave that. And then present again. Yeah, so there's my little piece, little kete muka, 100% muka. But yeah, there's the frame. The framing is wood. As a particular shade of white, which I don't know what, but it's just a beautiful. They showed me a few different shades, and that was the shade that went behind the kete that really made it pop out. And what's really nice is that it's the non-reflective glass, so that you can actually take a photo of it, and it's not just glaring light back at you. So I was really proud and pleased, and I did actually learn a lot from just going through the process of having that piece framed. And the price, if anyone is interested, want to guess? Any guesses?
I reckon about maybe $350 up.
Oh, you're so close. It was $375. And I thought I kind of went into it expecting that it wouldn't be cheap, and I realized they actually had to sew it. The artist, I guess the framer is an artist in his own right, and he had to place it and sew it to the back somehow and make sure it sat beautifully and like it looked right, and then also building the frame and closing it all up, and that so I was really expecting it to cost a decent amount, and I wasn't shocked, but I am very, very happy with the outcome, and I know it'll last like that for a long time. And it was displayed beautifully. I thought it suited me. I guess you can, when you frame whatever you frame, the framing will suit you, your mood, and also the exhibition that the piece is a part of. That was that. Social media, I'm finding not so much fun. I guess I get overwhelmed by everything I see on social media. I'm trying to use it to promote what I do. So if I can approach it with less emotion, I suppose. And it's a tricky animal social media. And on the business end of things, when you have a business page, it's constantly hammering you to, use their tools to create a post and boost your post and pay your money to boost it and, all that kind of stuff. So it's quite intense. So I'm not sure, how I feel about social media at the moment, but it is a tool and it's still a free tool by and large, but I think it's actually becoming swamped with business, and it's getting harder and harder to use it free, I guess, to get your social media post to stand out. You sort of have to work quite hard to make it stand out above everything else out there on the market. So yeah, a little reflection on social media. The website's going great. It's just really nice to have a place to, when I meet someone and they ask me who I am and what I do, I can just say, here's my website, and it's just a really good little spot where I can just say go, and they can learn quite a lot about me and see a bit of my work and see how they can contact me and all of that. I suppose it's like the new business card. But it's actually got a lot of information. It's jam-packed with information, and there's even a link there, as I've said, for people to sign up to my course if they're interested. So it helps with promotion and recruitment and marketing sort of thing. So lots of other things. Amazon, I wanted to put my little book onto Amazon, but I found out that I had to copyright my book first. Like, it's only self-published, so it's not been published by a publishing company. So I can put it on Amazon and people can buy it off Amazon, but I first have to copyright it, which is another big process. So it was like I went down a bit of a rabbit hole with that one, and I sort of stopped there, and I haven't gone any further with that. But it was interesting to learn that. It's an American website, so it's got to be copyrighted under American laws, I think. Not 100%.
What's the book about, Ember?
It's just about my weaving journey.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, just about my study, and it sort of encapsulates my study years. Is
it available for purchase now?
I can. It's not, but I can order. I can definitely order you a copy if you'd like, buddy. Just text me later or email me and we can sort that out. I think that's probably it for me this month. I haven't been that busy. Obviously, when you look at the old tikanga, you can see why this month is, down tools, kind of stay at home, get fat type of thing. It's not really a working time, it's more of a resting time, because it's not good working weather or climate or anything. So mahi wise, I haven't done much weaving, and that's fine. Hopefully as the spring comes and the summer, we'll be right back into it again. Anything else? I think. Oh, I just wanted to ask a question because it came up for me just today or yesterday. I just sort of thought about what is the overarching theme of my weaving or my art, and I thought it was a nice thing to actually just ponder, even if I don't know what it is. It's a nice sort of thing to reflect on. I think I definitely know some of the themes that run through my work, but I don't really have a solid grounding or foundation in what my ethos is or entirely yet. So I just thought I'd throw that out there for the kōrero. But just welcome everybody. That's me. That's what I've been doing and thinking about this month. And I just really welcome you here, and I'm so grateful to see you. And I'm going to be quiet and shut myself off, and I'm going to hand it over to, I'm going to hand it over to you, Vicky, if you wouldn't mind. I'd love to hear from you. Kia ora, Vicky.
Kia ora. What do you want? Where do you want me to start?
At the beginning or in the middle, wherever you
You
start.
probably need to come to Gisborne because it's been 18 degrees today.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know where to start. We want to know where my journey started.
Sure.
So 20, so I wasn't brought up with raranga. Been in Gisborne 25 years, and because I come from a nursing background, and about 2010, 2012, I started to get near burnout, and I was in quite a stink job, and the doctor kept saying to me, you need to do something, and so I went to a couple of ACE courses here in Kaiwhatu, and I realised how not good I was, and then I decided to enroll. My Kaiako here was Kaiwhatu, and so I enrolled in her back then, the certificate in Māori arts it was here. And then after about 6 months, I just realised just how it just opened up a new life to me. And then carried on to do the diploma. But then there was, because of the space with raranga to the not so good space with my mahi, I just left the job because I am fully immersed myself in the raranga, and lived, slept, ate, drunk, whatever, everything raranga. Yeah. And Sandy will know that was where my passion started with kōtou. And I remember my kaiako saying when she saw my first one, she was going, considering my journey, I was one of her hardest students because I couldn't get it. But that wasn't her teaching, that was my headspace. So yeah, so when she saw my first portrait, she just shook her head and just says, this is going to be interesting. So from there so I dabbled backwards and forwards with nursing, and then, did my own business with raranga. But then had a series of events that kind of tipped me up, and so I stepped away from it all, got back into fully immersing myself in the raranga. But in the last couple of years, I've realised how great a teacher I am, and that's not thinking I'm all that. It just made me realise how, and I think coming from the nursing background, and I'm really passionate about everyone's hauora because I've been from near burnout to where I'm at now. So yeah, so I left nursing completely middle of last year, and started to look around for funding. Got some funding and ran a couple of workshops that were really just blew me away. And so continued this year to apply for the funding, but also this year, that's how it's come to joining you, is I want to broaden my circle, and then just connect with other weavers. And that's where when this year I went to the Kawhia whānau, and that's where I met Sandy, and it was like we had known each other for years, Sandy? And then there was three, that's where I got to hear all about you, Amber. Because there was three of your students there. So I'm at the Kawhia whānau, and these three pawa become my students. And I taught them how to make kōtou. So yeah, and so I'm just gearing up to start looking for some more significant funding, because just the momentum with the teaching. I like being my own boss. I don't like working for people anymore. I want to be my own boss. So, and I'm blessed to have a husband that lets me do whatever I want and provides really well. So I just tip behind it, So yeah, so I'm off to, I registered, there's a Raglan wānanga coming up that I registered for, because, you know, it's like I just want to connect with other weavers out there, like-minded people that love doing what we love to do. So yeah, and so in the meantime, I'm just keeping my eye open on, you know, knowing the shifts and moves that's happening with the government, but really believing that I'm really in my and what I'm meant to be doing. So I will tap into whatever that funding is going to be. Yeah, but like I just love anything weaving. Like the last couple of days I've just been making pōkini because I love making pōkini, and I'm heading towards making my third kakahu because I love muka. I just, yeah, my obsessions are pōtai and muka. Yeah, it's like I say to people, it's like my addiction, but it's the best addiction you can have. So yeah, so no, I love it. I just love weaving, love teaching people how to weave, love teaching people how to utilize raranga around their well-being. Yeah, so that's and so yeah, so later on in this year I've got a really good friend here in Gisborne. She's recently moved here, and her thing is the open whāriki and wakatu papaku, and I learned it a few years ago, but I just knew I'm not going any further with this until I've got a buddy. So now my mate's here, so we're running a pilot September, October for these. And we've already had interest out of the district, you know. So like my friend, I call her the expert. I'm her little do everything, you know, but I just know that there's a real big demand for that. So yeah, so I'm just really pushing the boundaries of what could be for me, because I don't think there needs to be any boundaries with raranga, you know. The world's your oyster when you got being a tutu with raranga. So yeah, and it's exciting. I love it. Yeah. So that's a bit about me.
Well, that's absolutely brilliant, Vicky. How exciting!
Yeah,
Boy, I
I
love
reckon.
hearing you talk, especially around being autonomous.
Yeah.
That's the bomb. Like that's the kind of talk that, to me, that is tēnā rangatiratanga. When you're self-supporting and you're independent and autonomous,
Yeah.
that's the pinnacle for me. And I hope to get there one day, but I mean, I don't mind that. It's real nice having a salary.
Yeah.
It's secure and solid, and it's amazing, and it's a blessing. But there's things you have to abide by.
Yeah.
To maintain, to keep that. So yeah, it's a different world, but I think the ultimate is to be self-sufficient and autonomous. So you're a guiding light there. So it's lovely to hear you speak, and thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Sorry, I'm going to shush now and hand it over to, is it you next, Sandy? Kia ora, Liz, good to see you, mate. I'm going to mute now, Sandy. Beautiful.
Kia ora koutou, ko Sandra toku ingoa. I'm a student of last year of AMPers, and that was level 3, and I'm now level 4. And I met Miss Vicky in a kawhia, and she used to live in Kōrero, so she didn't tell you that, but I'm from Whakataane. So when she spoke, I went, oh my gosh, it's like being home. The way we talk, and very straight up nannies, kind of, you know, that kind of kōrero. But also, I think in pictures, and she taught me she took us under her wing, and she taught me how to do pōtai, but the way she taught me, I hear her words and it makes pictures in my mind. Not, some of them are quite R-rated, but I went home and I picked some harakeke from Whakataane, and I just transported myself back to that kawhia, and I just saw the pictures appear in front of me, and yeah, it's my favorite pōtai, but it was imbued with memory. But yeah, that's the magic of how you teach, Vicky. I could just see the pictures appearing, and then it just made the pathway. But she's a bit like Amber. They poke you, and that was confronting at times. And but you know what? It's kind of what I needed. I don't know if anybody else does, and I think that's why I'm here today, because in my level 4 class today, we had to present our creative pieces, and most of the people in the class were Amber's rōpū she was talking about that had done the exhibition. And yeah, I tell you, it's hard to believe that they're beginners. They keep reminding us, oh, I only started last year, and I went, no, that can't be right. And just the way they're so passionate, and they're bold, and we're not we weren't part of their group, some of the people in the class, and you could feel the disconnect of kind of personalities. And with their boldness, and they really embraced difference and diversity in each other. Like one of them was going, oh, she's so hoha. Engare, the hoha is the action person. She's hoha because she gets things done. She's hoha because she knows when to intervene. And she put that, I shouldn't say, but she put that whole exhibition together. And they said, you know, like, and then I realized they've surrounded themselves with people of diverse, you know, of many different talents that lifts them up and keeps them in action. And they're doing they got jobs here and there. They're doing markets. They're preparing for another exhibition. And yeah, I just realized if I'm serious about raranga being the center of who I am, then I need to make it that not wait for it to come to me. I need to go forward towards there. And that's kind of why I've come tonight, even though I'm Māui and I saw my mate on, but and Amber. But even the creative pieces today, I'll tell you, one of them was like Charlene Fraser. It was just madness. It was madness in terms of the whakaaro and just everything, the revealing, the opening. Yeah, sorry, I'm going on a bit, but one of my greatest fears is talking in front of others in live. And I made a plan today just to show up, talk in a straight line because I talk in circles. And they were just so, you could feel them. You could feel the warmth. And yeah, I did it. Yeah, but it was just that. But that's part, for me, that's part of the raranga pathway. It's more than just the harakeke. The harakeke is the vehicle that transports you, but it's the many hands that hold you. Sorry. I think, sorry, one more thing. My creative piece had many handles on it. Because last year my mama passed away, and when we were cleaning out her whare, we found a kite that was used for gathering kaimoana, which usually they don't last because they're functional working kite. And it has multiple handles because when it's in the water and people are gathering the kaimoana, the pipi, everyone has to have their hand on it. Many hands has to be on it, so you know where it is. And that just spoke volumes to me. And it's purposely got holes that drain away the water for when you lift it up and carry it, but it keeps the kaimoana inside. I'll show you mine, sorry. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, I've blurred myself, eh? Oh, no, I'm sorry, I've blurred myself and I don't know how to unblur myself. But it kind of was like a kupenga, and then when I finished, I realised the harakeke had told me in my tipuna what sustains you. Keep what you need inside, let the rest go. And it was just like, yeah, okay. Yeah, thank you. I'll shut up.
Oh, you're a poet, my friend. I see pictures when you speak. Congratulations on your presentation. Amazing. And I remember that kete that you brought. It was a beautiful kete. Hey, wasn't it beautiful? And we figured out that it had patterns we hadn't been seen before. Yeah, that was a stunning piece. It was lovely and an honour to share that with you, to see it fresh. Yeah, and congratulations. And yeah, there's nothing like, you know, when a rōpū has an amazing leader like that, then the rōpū takes off. But it does require that leadership and that work. That yeah. So, but rōpū are created and every day, and people join rōpū every day, and they get taken on along the ride with each other. So yeah, you're definitely woven into, you know, the rōpū the raranga whānau. It's goes across the world, and we're all a part of it, you know. So yeah, get amongst it, and it's lovely to see you here and challenging yourself like this, because it's been a super beautiful kōrero so far, and it's enriching and exciting to be part of it. It's just so, yeah, I'm reminded of the teachings and how powerful they are, a vehicle for, you know, all the travels that we all get to go on. It's exciting and rewarding. Yeah, so lovely to see you, Sandy. G'day, Liz, mate. You're going to have a kōrero tonight. Tell us what you've been up to.
Kia ora, kia ora. My name is Liz. I'm a level 5 raranga student. I was going to read something, but I can't be bothered with it because I did presentation on Sunday, which is not due until November, so we've all done ours kind of super early to get them out of the way. We've just finished doing a toko board using traditional materials. So my one had raranga, kiki, and I was lucky enough to get a little pingao, so I actually got all of it on my board. Quite pleased with it. Wow, it's my board is sort of. I was thinking about the theme that you were talking about. What's your work themes of? Mine seems to be all. I did a lot of well-being courses before I started my raranga journey. So everything I do has got an uplifting feel type to it. I don't know if I need that validation to keep uplifting myself, because there's so much negativity sometimes around you. So every piece I've done, it's got bright colours in it. It's uplifting a little bit. It seems to be a little bit out there for some people. I don't really care. That's how I like to explain my things. It's got to be uplifting. Otherwise, what's the point? You know, sort of thing. I like to make sure that it's brings a smile to my face, and if it brings a smile to somebody else's face, that's a bonus for me. You know, next semester, because we're now on our break. Today was our last class for 2 weeks. We're starting on Matariki. I've always wanted to do whārikis. Ever since we saw Amber's one in level 3, I wanted to do a whāriki. So hopefully it's going to go well for us. Basically, I'm trying to do a Whānau, and I'm still learning with it. And so far, I've only got, well, it's not going anywhere really at the moment, but that's about as far as I've gotten with it so far. And I think it's really interesting, but going back to being winter in that at the moment, this is a good alternative when you want to weave, when you can't go out and harvest because of the rain and it's too cold. And I was looking at other avenues to weaving, which doesn't require me going out and harvesting in the cold or any of that sort of thing. I'm unfortunate in that effect that my living arrangements means that I don't really have a place where I can hang raranga while it dries. If it's not me, it's going to be outside. I've got nowhere, no covered place. So I have to be very careful about the stuff I harvest to use. I can't really just harvest anything to store it because I've got nowhere to store it. And so I'm looking at different options, especially my weaving. I've been wanting to do weaving of some sort for years. In the presentation that I just finished doing, my weaving journey started way back when I was at primary school, and we made little kundals for a hangi that we had, and mine actually lasted at least the year because it didn't fall apart. Like a lot of the ones that we did in class, they kind of fall apart because you don't know what you're doing, but mine's lasted. So I've dabbled a little bit in lots of different types of weaving and looked at different weavings. And I even bought a weaving loom, which has been sitting in storage for 15 years because I don't know where to put it. But I'm interested in how we manage to craft things or put things together from the simplest materials. And we don't have to go out and buy expensive things. You just go down the road and get it if you need to. And they have multiple uses, and I like to be able to utilize things that have multiple uses and not just sitting on your wall being a damn decoration for somebody, because that just seems like a waste of time to me, just to me. So the next half of this year is going to be interesting to see what else we can come up with. Our teacher just wants to teach us how to do the sides and that for a whānau, but she said if you want to be creative, the sky's the limit. You do what you like. And we're probably going to take that through the stratosphere because in my class we're all got different things, and we all like different colors and we all like different styles, but we're able to feed each other when we're a little bit stuck and we need ideas. And that's the great thing about our class, I guess, is that, you know, you can just mention something, just a little thing, and you may get another idea from somebody else, or a little bit of help, or a little nudge from somebody that says, oh, try this, or have you looked at this? And it kind of broadens your scope. And yeah, that's what I'm doing this year anyway, trying to broaden my horizons with all my weavings. Yes. And then basically that's it for me. And nothing else has been happening other than class this week, but my mother's 80th birthday is tomorrow, so we're having a big hoo-ha for that, and I'm over it. Absolutely over it. Yeah. Birthdays. Ugh.
Oh, how awesome. Oh, I just, your excitement, mate, is so infectious, eh? Like, it's just so good to hear you speaking about raranga. I think you like it more than you used to like it when you first started. Or maybe you just got a better kaiako. I don't think I used to excite you very much when you were in my class. But it's good to see and hear your excitement has grown.
You did excite me, because when I joined your class, all I wanted to do was weave. I didn't want to do theory. I didn't want to do any of this stuff. It seemed like sometimes I didn't learn a lot because all I wanted to do was weave. And you allowed me to do that because that sort of set my interest, I guess, to be able to carry on and do things. I mean, I knew I was a bit of a hoha sometimes, but I still went ahead and did it, you know, because, you know, I just really wanted to weave. And the fact that I'm still doing it now is really good. It's a testament. It means you didn't nag me and I didn't get pissed off with people, and, you know, I carried on.
No, it does. I mean, it does make me proud. It is wonderful to see. And yeah, like you do, it's hard. Yeah. So this standing back and from a kaiako perspective, you know, you get all these people and they're new to weaving, and then you've got to, you know, let them, you know, there's actually, you know, work you have to do as well. Like, you know, and it's not, it's horrible sometimes to actually be the bearer of that news, because it is a bit of a downer, I guess. But you can, I think it does. I mean, I love every part of our programs because they really do bring out the best of people, and they do help people really develop those areas of themselves where, yeah, they might not be too kind of, you know, into kind of developing or whatever, but it does really give you that well-rounded thing. But yeah, it is a balance to allow people to come into it and enjoy it without having to dump all the kind of organizational stuff and tick all the boxes stuff on them. But yeah, it is really nice and lovely to hear you sound so excited about your weaving. And yeah, a lot of things came up for me when you were talking. One of them was that it's just having this little kōrero reminded me how raranga has delivered so many lovely, wonderful, beautiful people into my life, and I can't thank raranga enough. You know, like every semester I get another 20 people, you know, and I'm probably connected to every family in the country now, if not the world. You know what I mean? Like I know so many of the whānau names are just repeating now through my class lists, and everyone that I meet is cousin or someone that I've taught before, or someone that taught me, or you know, it's really makes the world a really small place. But I am amazed at how much I enjoy, like, we are of a certain ilk, as they say. We are weavers. We see the world away, and we get it even if no one else does. And it's actually, you know, that that thing of wanting to belong, you know, it's fully satisfied by that belonging to the weaving circle, the global weaving circle. And I really like how you were saying there was something about, yeah, you remembered that you had done some weaving, you know, and it actually does, I don't know, it's something about the stillness of sitting there and weaving, and it allows you to meander kind of back into the past and kind of reconnect with lovely things. I actually remembered too that I had made a kite with an old lady who I have no idea who she was. I kind of was roaming around my house in the suburbs of Auckland, Green Bay, and I ended up in I think it was a kōhanga at the local high school at Green Bay High. And a lady took me in there, and she was making a kite with me. And I only remember that recently. I would have been, it was, you know, back in the day where kids could roam around. I wasn't even 5 years old yet, and I wasn't at home. I think my dad was doing something, and he, you know. But raranga, there's something about how being still and weaving, and it allows you to roam around, you know, in your memories and that, and reconnect with all those cool things. I have been thinking there's lots of reasons why I shouldn't do this. Lots of reasons. What will people think? Who does she think she is? She's nobody. Where does she come from? She doesn't know anything. She's not an expert, this, that, and the other. You know, all the things. I've thought all of those things, and I don't know why, but I just I think it's because of raranga. I just go, just keep doing it. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, you know? It doesn't matter. Like, who even cares if everyone hates that you're doing it? Like, so what? What will that do to me or my life? Nothing. Not a thing. And you guys turning up tonight and what I've heard in the kōrero tonight is just, it's mind-blowing to me how important this is. It might not be that for you, but to me, what I've heard here tonight is beyond. It's just neat. I love it. And I think, you know, what I heard was that if I just keep doing it, it will probably reveal itself, Liz. You know, it will probably just reveal itself. Like I don't have to come up with some fancy idea of what it is. I think it will just reveal itself. Oh, someone's coming in now. Shall we let them in? I think she might be in Wales or something. We'll bring her in, eh? It's Brenda. Oh, did she leave?
Oh, which reminds me, Vicky, if you're going to the Raglan
Yes.
outdata,
Yes.
keep an eye out for Niall.
Niall.
Yes, Niall. She's only about 5 foot, really short lady, skinny as. She's going to the same place.
Oh, I'm so
When that
looking
comes up.
forward to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll let her know that you're in the group. But
Yes,
she's a really
yes.
lovely lady, but she does talk a little bit too much sometimes.
Oh, we'll get on well then.
She was at Kawhia, Vicky.
What's that?
She was at Kawhia.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Was she in our bubble?
Not at the moment.
She was at the end of our table.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Oh, I know who you're talking about now. Click. Yep.
Brenda! Talofa lava. No he a koe. I think I can't hear you. I think you're muted, bud. May I unmute you? I can't seem to unmute you.
I'll just say, Liz, what you were saying about before, about you just wanted to weave, that's one of the main instigators for me pushing myself into the teaching, because in Tairāwhiti, we only have Te Wānanga or Aotearoa. There is no other establishments around this district that has raranga teaching. And a lot of people don't want to do that academic side, you know, it just becomes a barrier. And I've been there, done that, so I know what you're talking about and how much I struggled with it. And so that's when I made the real big step that I was going to get into teaching, that that wasn't going to be a barrier. So I totally agree what you're saying, you know, because that amount of people that I come across, there's like, oh, don't want to do that, don't want to do, you know, oh, well, that's your choice. But, you know, because we're quite isolated over here, I just thought there's a real niche. So that's why I pushed myself into it too. So, yeah.
Amazing. Kia ora, Brenda. It's good to see you.
Thank you. Well, it's round about 8 o'clock in the morning here in Mumbles in Swansea. Yeah. So
What
we
you
had a
up
late
to?
night. Yes. Well, we've just been doing lots of walks, and you know, having a really good look at Wales. Yeah. So haven't visited any galleries or anything, and I think we're doing that on Friday. But yeah, there doesn't seem to be that much art sort of like visible on the landscape, which is really interesting, you know, in terms of public art. Yeah. And lots of castles. Yeah.
That's some art.
Yeah, yeah.
Talk to us about the castles.
Oh, well, you know, the thing that for me I respond to is that, you know, the history goes back to 10th century. And it's sort of like we don't have that. Yeah, and just, you know, reimagining what that could have been like at that time is just, yeah, pretty incredible. Yeah. So we were in Tenby yesterday, and it's about 1.5 hours west, but on the south coast. It's by the sea, and it's sort of like quite famous in terms of people just visiting and hanging out. And I visited a fort that was on an island. It's called St. Catherine's, and you know, it was built in the latter part of the 19th century, but within a year it had you know, performed whatever function it was supposed to perform, and then it was empty. It's, you know, it's sort of like you build these big amazing things and then you leave them. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's it from me. How's the class going, Sandy?
Sorry, I shared earlier about the presentation of our creative pieces, but oh, you would have been so proud of your girls. It was
Did she do it?
mind-blowing. Your girl, but also your group.
Oh, okay.
I did go to your gallery, but it was closed on a Sunday.
Oh, oh yeah.
No, Sasha did very well, and I love her kite. It moves.
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah.
She made it like it's got waves, and it almost can hear the sea.
Yeah.
When it's on its side, it kind of moves. I love it.
Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic. She's still I haven't asked her about it because I know it was going to be a challenge for her. Yeah.
Brenda, was there any artistic purpose for the trip?
What was that? Yeah, I've got an appointment with the interesting thing is African and Oceanic Department to do some research on, and what I've asked for is to have a look at 5 of their earliest kete. At the British Museum, I'm sorry. Yeah, so I'm spending a day doing research with that department. And I also want to look at, you know, the earliest stuff from Tonga, Samoa, and Niue, with particular emphasis on any weaving baskets from Samoa. Yeah. So I get to do that at the end of the trip. So, you know, that's my my bonus. And we're going to try and go to a few galleries while we're in Italy. The big thing is that on Saturday I go to a string concert in Cardiff Castle. And then on the 3rd of July, we're in Lucca in Italy for Santana. So, and then we're heading to, so we're landing in Rome, spending a couple of days there, going up to Lucca, then Pisa, then Florence, and we haven't quite sussed out whether we'll stay in Florence a little bit longer or, move on, but we'll just concentrate on Tuscany.
Incredibly exciting. Well, you better make it to the next one because we want to hear all about that, please, Brenda. I'll make the time suit you.
Yeah.
Next month to make sure that we can hear all about that. That sounds very, very exciting.
Yeah, no. Seeing new things sort of like adds to your perspective And while I'm here, I've gathered a couple of friends of who I'm staying with, Barbara, and we're going to do some weaving so that they've got a manu when I leave.
Fantastic, Brenda.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, exciting.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. It's so good to see you. 8 a.m. I think what are we? We're about 7 p.m.
That is. Yeah, you're right. It is 8 a.m. Yeah.
We're 7 p.m. So
Yeah.
almost the opposite.
Yeah. That's right. 11 hours difference. Yeah.
Oh, well, you have an amazing day today. Oh, I wish I was. Yeah, truly, I am jealous of that.
Yeah. Well, I've never been to, I've been to the UK. I've never been to Wales before, and I certainly haven't been to Italy. So, yeah, it's sort of like just discovering new things. It's great.
I would think it would be so interesting to see Pacific art from that perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I've given it any deep thought yet, but, once I have the workshop with my mates that I've made here, it'll be interesting to get their feedback, what they think. I think that's going to be something that, makes me think a little bit more about where I'm going. Yeah. While I'm here too, I'm going to try and see if I can get some places where I can exhibit maybe. So, we'll see.
Yay, set us up some exhibitions.
Yeah.
We'll send our watch over, Sandy?
Yeah.
We'll take it over. We'll transport it
Yeah, well,
over
we definitely have to go as a whānau. Yeah, you can't just turn up by yourself. Yeah.
Wonderful. Oh, well, opening up pathways, Brenda.
Yeah.
Go for it, buddy. We're behind you, helping however we can.
Yeah. Maybe a good place to start is the British Museum.
Yeah, I think so. 100%. They've got the goods.
Yeah. All right. So I'd love to hear from other people too.
Kia ora. Well, I think we've pretty much finished.
Have you?
Susan?
Can I just have an introduction from the people and what they do? That would be really cool.
Would you like to introduce yourselves to Brenda, lady?
Yeah. So I'm Brenda Rayleigh, and I'm based in Auckland. And I have Pacific connections and family connections to Samoa, Tonga and Niue, but the one that's more prominent for me because I grew up in Samoa is Samoa. And last year I started a raranga course, and I really love it. I come from a background of contemporary Pacific art since about 1995. And also I spent 10 years project managing public art and public spaces. And alongside that, I've been doing lots of things with contemporary Pacific artists and traditional artisans. And I'm just finding my way back into that space again now. Yeah. That's me.
Kia ora. I'm Vicky. I'm based in Tarawhiti, Gisborne. Been here 25 years, born and bred in the Bay of Plenty in Kairaranga, but been in Gisborne 25 years. I've been doing raranga nearly 12 years.
Wow.
And it just consumes my life in the best way. And I've just in the last 6 months or so got into the teaching role of teaching people around their hauora with raranga. Yeah. And so, yeah, that's me.
Kia ora, Vicky.
Oh, cool.
Sorry, Brenda, we already sort of went through it at the beginning,
Oh,
but I have recorded it. So,
yeah.
fortunately-
Okay. So I can review it.
yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And nice to meet you all.
Amazing. It's good to see you too, Brenda. And kia ora, Susan. We started at 6, but it's still lovely to see you. Would you like to introduce yourself? Oh, we can't hear you.
Hi everyone. My name is Susan. I'm Amber's student. I saw the link, so I just click on link, then I'm here, and I feel like I'm an invader. Come here. I've been doing like in my life. I'm not a very handy person. I was doing website development, building website and a little bit graphic design. When I started to do weaving, I feel very difficult, but however, and I am starting to love it. And I feel it's given me lots of inner peace. And it practiced me, making me to concentrate. And so I started to like it. Yeah, so that's me. Thank you.
Oh, that's beautiful, Susan. It's so lovely to see you. Thank you for joining us and introducing yourself. We do this once a month, so you're welcome to come. We talk about art and what we've been doing and what we want to do in the future, and sharing the information that we have to share about exhibitions and other things. So I'm just blown away by tonight's kōrero and by who turned up. I'm honoured by all of you turning up. You're just such an amazing group of people. Was there anything any of you would like to ask or say before we click off tonight? Any closing remarks? Nah? Okay, well...
See you all next time, eh? Well, I'll be
oh,
back.
mate.
Yeah.
Yes, please. I so want to see you again and hear about your amazing, wonderful adventures in the next month. Yeah, that's what it's all about. Okay, well, I might just say our closing karakia. Thank you again. Thanks, Liz. Thanks, Brenda. Take us everywhere you go, Brenda. Take heaps of photos for us. I'm really jealous. And we'll see you. We'll see you. Thank you so much, Sandy. Let's do some face-to-face if we can, too, ladies. Yeah, but have a wonderful month and love you heaps, and thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming tonight. I'll just say our karakia now. Kia tau, kia tātou katoa, te ata whai o tō tātou ariki a ihu karaiti, me te aroha o te atua, me te whiwhinga tahitanga ki te wairua tapu, ake, amene. Homari e! And thank you to anyone that's watching on YouTube.
Bye.
Thanks so much. Bye, Suzanne.